Hello everyone, this is Rose, and I'm coming to you a little bit shortly right before Black Friday, because I was sick. But I want to tell you guys 10 tips for Black Friday shopping. First, I would like to start off with my view. Kevin and I don't personally go Friday shopping. Sometimes, if there's something we really need, then we will do Cyber Monday. But overall, we just don't like to be attracted into the big buying fest because of buyer's remorse, and just because we are satisfied with everything that we have right now. And if there is something sometimes around Christmas time, then we'll talk about it and we'll get one big item. Like one year we got like a new flat screen TV that we needed, and then I really wanted a Wii for a Wii Fit, so then last year that's what we did, was we put that money towards that. But overall, we don't feel like we need to just buy gifts for one holiday. I think it's just a year-long thing that you can do. If there's something that you want, then bargain for the right price, and then find it at the right price and pay the money you would like to pay. So, the first tip I'm actually found from another video from a channel I watched. She is called The Not So Ordinary Wife, and hopefully I got that channel correct. I will link it down below. And she said that you should keep a envelope with the gift receipts, the gift receipts, and the person that you purchased the item for. Put their name, the item, the price, and have the gift receipt along with it. That way, if there's any complications, then and where you purchased the item, then you can just go on your list and look in your envelope and say, oh, for Janet, I bought a Tinkerbell calendar from Kmart for $2, and here is the gift receipt. So then you can easily hand them it. Yeah. So that creates a lot of complications. So also with Christmas and things like that, and people just kind of throw away their wrapping papers and gift receipts can get lost. So I thought that was an excellent tip. Two, I've never shopped on Black Friday, but I've always worked in retail for Black Fridays, and one of the biggest ways they suck you into overspending is they put little gifts at the beginning. So if you spend $100 within the first hour, then you will get a free little mini globe. One year we had like some mini globes of like the world, and then one year we had some just like little porcelain little Christmas dolls, and the retail value of the little free giveaways that they give you are anywhere between $1 to $10, and the company is getting them for free, and they're trying to suck you in, because then each hour there's a new sale. Each hour there's a new prize that can be given away. So that's one way that they suck you in. So you need to know, my next tip would be to call ahead of time and see what kind of freebies they're giving away for the amount of money that you're spending. And if there's one item you want from that store and you want that gift, then go do that. But don't stick around for every hour. Just get the little free little $10 gift. It just really isn't worth it. It's just like if you went into a grocery store and then you spend $1 for like a gumball with the hopes of getting a with like a Rubik's Cube keychain, and then you get a gumball. That's just another way they suck you in. So pay attention to what you want. Another thing that I would suggest is to set a limit for yourself. So have a envelope with your money set aside, saying the max I am going to spend is $200, and say no more, no matter how great the deal is. A lot of times that you'll just buy things because, well, they're on sale, I can possibly use it, but possibly not. My next tip for Black Friday is to stay safe. I think Black Friday is like one of the top 10 holidays that people get in car accidents, or people get mugged, or they get hurt or injured, or they just go into like panic attacks. People are speeding to try to get to another store to get the great deal, and this is like a great holiday for people to try to mug people, because, well, and people would think that because there's so many people around that you're not going to get mugged, but think about it in a different perspective. There's so many people around and there's so much commotion happening that if you're getting mugged or somebody's taking your stuff, nobody's going to pay attention to you. They're going to try to get in that store and get whatever item, and I know that's mean, because people should have a heart and they should care about what's happening around them, but that isn't going to be true for Black Friday. Okay, number 2. Try to stay organized and to keep, not number 2, number 5, sorry, try to stay organized and to have your items in like the same place. So if you went to Sears, for example, put all your Sears bags into a huge Sears bag, and then you have all your Sears stuff. So you're not counting bags, you're missing items, and maybe you set something down when you went to the bathroom, and then now you can't find it. And then when you go to JCPenney, then put all your bags into a bigger bag. And that would be tip number 6. And then tip number 7 is to contact your store about the return policies. Some stores will not let you return items for Black Friday because they were such a good deal, and there's no way to know what the deal exactly you got were. So by returning the item, you could have paid $10 for an item, but the item's normally $100, and then you're getting back $100 when in reality you only paid $10. And Black Friday receipts, sometimes they're like gift receipts, so they don't actually show the amount that you purchased, and that's from retail experience, I know that. Number 8, now this is talking about retail experience, and I'm no longer in retail due to my disabilities and such, I'm not working, but please, please, please do not bother the cashiers. Do not ask them to help you find an item. Do not ask them what about a sale, what's with a sale price, unless if it's a small store. But big-end stores like Walmart or Sears or JCPenney or Macy's or Dillard's or any of those big-end stores, do not bother the cashiers. They are there for one purpose, and that is to ring out 200 and 300 and 1,000 people on Black Friday. They do not know anything about your problems. They do not know where if they work there for a long time, then they do know where stuff is, but a lot of people were just hired for the Black Friday season, and they do not know. There are people, here's what you can do. You can ask the cashier to call somebody to assist you, but don't go up to the cashier and start throwing all your problems on them, because they do not have the time to help you. Again, that sounds mean, but it's not, because I worked in retail, and it was a madhouse on Black Friday when people were trying to ask people questions. So just ask for assistance, and then they'll call somebody. Normally it's called an MCA, which deals directly with the merchandise, and the MCAs that work on the floor putting out the merchandise do know a lot about the sales. They are the ones that put out the sale prices. Black Friday is just for one day, so yeah. So just don't bother the cashiers. And then I guess that brings us to our 9th tip, which kind of is on the same subject as for the people who work for the companies. Don't be patient with them, and don't get upset just because they don't know how to help you or don't understand. Black Friday is for one day. They just come to work knowing that they're going to be working their ass off on Black Friday, and then to be yelled at by customers when they're just trying to ring you up and help you get out there and have a great day is really hard and frustrating. And there's a lot of technical errors that happen on Black Friday. Like when I worked at Sears, our registers went down for 3 hours, and we had to ring up everything manually, and people got really upset because it took them like 20 minutes to ring each person out, even if they had just one item. But that would be my next tip. It's just not to get frustrated with the cashier or the person that's even assisting you finding an item or understanding a sale price. We're just trying to do our jobs, basically, and I had a person, I rung them out, they had about $500 worth of merchandise, no joke. They had all kinds of stuff, and I tried to explain to them, me just working in clothing department, I wasn't supposed to ring up big-end items like flat screen TVs or toolkits or anything like that, because that wasn't my department. There was different little things to ring up people, and plus those other departments like electronics and tools are commission items, so that's the side tip. Try to ring up each item in each different department because there are commissions involved. There is all kinds of different coatings for, especially with tools, there's all kinds of warranty issues and things like that, and each department has different return policies. Like electronics is sometimes 30 to 60 days, and clothing is like 90 days, and tools could be anywhere from like 15 days to 30 days, and for electronic stuff, the item can't be opened. There's all kinds of different things, and us as clothing cashiers don't know that. But anyhow, they got really upset because they kept asking questions that I didn't know how to answer. And they, after I checked them out, and they even applied for a credit card from me, they ended up returning $500 worth of stuff because they were so mad that I couldn't answer their questions. And it was just really, really messed up. And then they were upset because one of our free bonuses, if you spent more than $100 and you got a free $25 gift card. And then because of the return policy, we couldn't refund the gift cards, so the gift card had $25 on it, and they got to keep that, and they didn't want it, and they were like, no, you need to put this back. Well, you can't. You need to keep your merchandise, because we can't. There's all these technical issues, so just stay patient and don't get mad at the cashiers and the people that are around you trying to help you. In the side tip that I'm not even going to count as a number, try to ring up things in each different departments. If you got electronic item, bring it up in electronics. If you have tools, ring it up in tools. If you have a garden, well, garden and tools are normally combined in the same place, ring that up there. If you have clothing, ring it up there. Unless if it's like a small store, of course. But different things. Okay, so now the last tip that I have for Black Friday is to just stay calm. Don't overspend. Just don't overspend. Do not apply for credit cards. It's one of the biggest second days. It's one thing if you want to apply for a credit card on the day, but by applying for a credit card on Black Friday, not only are you excited because there's all kinds of free bonuses, like if you apply for this, I hate to bring up Sears, but if you apply for the Sears card, you have $15 free for the first day, but it can't be used again. It has to be used that day. So you're like, oh, what can I buy for $15? And then you're like, oh, well, there's this item for $30 or $50, and then you end up spending more just because you got approved for a credit card that gave you a free one-day bonus to get some free items. And read the fine print for everything on return policies and credit cards. But those are my tips, and this video was a little bit long and a little bit unorganized and scattered, and I am sorry that it is late, but those are my tips to survive Black Friday. Hopefully I counted to 10. I'm sick still. I have a lot of medicine in me, and hopefully they can be of assistance to you one way or another. Alright, this is Rose, and have a great day.